Hi, you guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It is officially two. Looking at my date. It's 2/5/24. So, that being said, y'all already know what's up. Y'all already know what's up. Um, Everybody come on in, come on in. If you haven't already liked the video, please like it. If you hadn't already subscribed to the video, please subscribe. And if you have not already told somebody, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? We finna get in here. We finna get this thing popping. So, y'all just don't know. It's been a weekend. It's been a weekend. So, um, it's been real tough. I did my first video on Thursday, as I promised. I also said that y'all would get a video every day at 7 o'clock. Well, I'm trying to be a woman of my word, but let me tell you, God is, ooh, he radical, y'all. As the song said, Great Jehovah. Um, Very inspirational song called Daddy Daddy. My daddy, my daddy. Great artist and worship leader. They are amazing, but he just put that in my spirit today, and it kind of fell in place because kid you not, the word tells us all the time that we have our own plans, but it's God that established His plans. And it's crazy because on Friday, it was a very busy day. I was actually in the midst of recording as I was getting ready for my niece's senior night. But did the recording, felt okay about it. Really didn't feel great about it. So, I was like, okay, I'm finna get ready and post it. Boom! In the midst of me posting it, my phone crashed. Y'all, kid you not, my phone crashed. It was crazy because I done bought like 3 or 4 chargers. I done tried to use my mama's charger, tried to use my brother's charger, kid you not. No charger would charge my phone. So I'm in the midst of trying to get ready, losing my phone, knowing I gotta post this, knowing the time is there. It's just, everything was just woo, 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 woo. And it crashed. And y'all, when the phone crashed, I ain't gonna lie, my spirit sleep crashed. Cause I'm like, man, I'm like, okay, God, I'm like, I'm trying to give the people what I say I'm gonna give. But most importantly, I'm trying to get the people what it is that you placed on my heart. So, kid you not, I was just like, okay, at this point, Lord is up. So, I was sleep frustrated because I was running late for her game. And then, just trying to, be proactive all at the same time. Just trying to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and that's the thing, we have so much on the agenda, so much we need to get done, this and the third, and kid you not, I'm just like, okay, Lord. I'm like, so what is it? What is it? So Saturday came and I was just tired. After the game, end up leaving the game a little early because I was just tired because I worked the night before, and then after I, got off. Of course, my schedule don't stop. It don't stop. It just don't stop. If y'all don't know, y'all gonna find out. Cause y'all gonna be right here with me in this journey, in this season, this year, as God do some amazing things. But to show y'all that, life be lifing. But most importantly, God be God, and He's so lit. I clear y'all now. He is so lit. And I went to the house and I was just so tired. I need to wash my hair. Kid you not, I don't even think I made it to wash my hair in time. End up falling asleep and probably slept a few hours, finally getting up, getting my hair washed. So, of course, up early in the morning and it was close to 3 o'clock. So I'm washing my hair, get my hair dry, combing it out, this, and the third. My appointment at 6 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, my hair gotta dry, and my mom didn't have no blow dryer, so now it's just things on top of things. At this point in time, like, okay, Lord, I can't even. I'm like, I can't even right now. I was like, okay, it is what it is. I was like, okay, we're gonna figure it out later. Still ain't got no phone, struggling. So my brother, he finagled this, and that. He finally got the charge. So by the time I got ready to walk out the house, I had a fully charged phone, kid you not. So I'm just sitting here. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so what I'm gonna do now? What I'm gonna do? I said I could just post it later. It's just gonna be late. I was like, right now, I was like, I can't even focus on that. I was like, I gotta focus on something different. I was like, okay, guys, so what's up? What is it? So, kid you not, he just dropped in my spirit. He like, yeah. He was like, good job. I'm like, now you trying to be funny because kid you not, there was a song that I played by um 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 Leash Keys. Good job. That was actually the song that I had picked for my recording. And he said that. I'm like, okay, you trying to be funny. All right, God. And he was like, no, he was like, for real. He was like, good job. He was like, you stuck to your word. He said, you tried to make it happen, this, and the third. He said, but he was like, in all faithfulness, he said, I had something else for you. And I was like, oh, Lord. I said, what you mean you got something else for me? He said, where you was coming from the heart. He was like, but he was like, I got something deeper than what you was really were relating to, because I try to stay on subject, and I try to make sure that each day I'm give y'all what I say I'm gonna give y'all. But then he like, yeah, he was like, but I'm not a protocol God. I said, oh my God. What? What? I said, oh, okay, this how you run up on a girl. Okay, Lord. Okay, you right. You right. My bad. I stepped into your lane over there. My bad. My bad. So, I went and got my hair done, this, and the third, and just, went home and been with family and just, hanging out with the kids, which is also awesome because my nephew birthday, happy birthday, Everett. And then my other nephew, King, birthday coming up. So, we're going to be celebrating that too. But it was just good just to be in the midst. So, in the midst of it, I was like, oh, okay, I will receive what he had said. But then I was like, at this point now I gotta revamp. So I was like, okay, Shonay, fall back. I was like, fall back and see what it is God got for you. And I was like, okay, okay. I was like, let me go about my day. We'll do it. Kid you not, I probably went to sleep about 3 times Saturday. I ain't gonna lie, I was tired. I was tired. I was tired. People don't understand when you be tired, you be tired. But it's funny because like all of this like was just, falling into place because we get tired, we get burnt out, and we just it just be so much. And a lot of times we really have to be still long enough for God to speak to us. And it's so radical because, kids you not, I was like, okay, now I need to go in my corner. I was like, cause I need to zone out for a minute. I need to zone out. I need to see what it is, God got for me. So I did. I did. I did just that, and when I zoned out, he took me back to my devotion Friday, and I was listening to Pastor Stephen Ford on YouTube. If y'all hadn't checked him out, please check him out. He's a great pastor. He get to the nitty gritty, but he break things down, and I really appreciate his ministry. And y'all know, I'm just like anybody else. You will have to study the word, and you have to get in places where the word can feed you. And it don't just have to be your church home, because the word can feed you anywhere. But most important, you got to pray to God, because He'll send you what you need. And He did. He sent me what I needed through Him. And He was just telling me, talking about how God will take what the enemy meant for our evil and flip it to produce a purpose. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay, you're right. You're right. Okay, you're right. You're right. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling all of that, this, and the third. And I'm like, okay, God. I'm like, what else is it in there that I'm missing? I was like, that I didn't get that day. I went over my notes and woo woo woo. And kid you not, y'all, it's just like it just came out of nowhere. God was like, your subject title is gonna be. I'm like, oh Lord. Yeah, I have to be real because God be so lit. So I just, he be lit. So I ain't gonna, when he be saying stuff, I be like, oh Lord, I don't know if I'm ready. But for real though, when you pray to God, you need to be ready. Need to be ready, 'cause he gonna give it to you. And I'm starting to notice that more because I'm getting outside of myself, my own thoughts, my own ways, my own feelings, and really just taking to heart every little detail of life is God. And if you pay attention, you can get the good versus just fumbling over the evil or getting stuck or being distracted, and that just causes you a delay. We not denied, but we can be delayed because of our own ways, our own thoughts, and our own actions. So keep that in mind. So today, our title today is whew, late on a purpose. Late on a purpose. So if I would have posted on Saturday, I would have been late on purpose. But God said, no, I ain't ready yet. You need to be still. I'm like, okay. Okay. So what he meant for me was late on a purpose. God had to get me in a space, in a place where purpose can happen in my life. Purpose can happen for me, and purpose can move in a way that's not only going to bless me, but it's truly going to bless somebody else. And kid y'all not, I had court on Thursday, and I'm going to court, and it's solely, trying to get child support and assistance and help with my child. Um, and that's been a battle within itself. So like I told y'all coming in on the platform, we gonna be real. We ain't sugarcoat nothing. God told me if I'm gonna live in my own truth, then I gotta be on Front Street. Now, kid you not, a lot of people gonna say, well, you shouldn't put your business out there, this, and the third, woo, woo, woo. They say that it's only gonna cause, more drama. People, that's how spirits happen, and it's just gonna cause more evil, this, and the third, woo, woo, woo. You right. I'm not gonna say that they wrong. I'm gonna say you are correct. But I'd rather have people coming at me on behalf of my God versus people just coming at me and it's as if they got a purpose. Whoa! As if they got a purpose. So basically, what Pastor Stephen was saying was God will take what the enemy meant for evil and flip it to produce a purpose. So the evilness, it had a purpose. It was sent to steal, kill, and destroy. But what they fail to realize at the end of the day, God already had a purpose and a call on my life. That's why he sent his son, that I may have life more abundantly. My abundance, my protection, and every day that I wake up is because of God. God and having a relationship with him and desiring a relationship. But the thing with it is, God wants a relationship with us first before we have a relationship with anybody else. And he wants relationships for us, but we can't have other things, other places, other relationships, this, and the third until we seek him first. So our reality, all of this is just falling, just falling, just falling. Kids, I'm just like anybody else. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay, God, give me a lot of stuff. I'm like, okay, what's all of this about? So, he spoke about how the battle is bigger than you, and that right there really hit me because then Friday when it didn't work out, I'm like, kids, not Thursday. I was distraught. I was just in uproar because it's sad when you're trying to get help and support for your child, but the people that, well, the people that responsibility it is to help and support your child talk a good game, but they be capping. They ain't about their life. They ain't about their business. They always want to stunt, want to dress the part, look good. In our reality, we ain't even gonna go there. Point blank, period. I'm just gonna be 1,000. I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing on God. And that's for real. Because it look good, it sound good, but what you really gonna do about it? Nothing. How you gonna get in here and tell the judge, all right, boy, talking about I really ain't making that much money, but you buying shoes and outfit every week. Make that make sense. All right, boy, and you take care of somebody else's household and your household, and you married, and you stay with your mom. I'm confused. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. 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 Let me fall back. Let me fall back, because at the end of the day, it ain't even about that. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, this is stuff that I'm hearing, and then you talking about, well, if our child is sick, then we should be able to be there for one another. But you told me you ain't got time because you gotta work. Ah, okay, so if my child is sick, guess what? Who taking off? I am. My child is sick. Guess who staying up at night? I am. That part. So, our reality is a struggle, but in our reality, God's showing me who He is. So I'm like, okay, God, I'm like, we here. I'm like, we here, but I'm at a crossroad. I said, one way is showing me this, the other way is showing me that. And he like, okay, Shanae, he said, get outside yourself. And I'm like, I said, what you mean? I said, because now, God, I don't know what you want me to do. I was like, at this point, I'm like, I'm really over it, to be honest. He was like, okay, you over it. He was like, that's all I needed you to say. He said, you keep saying Jehovah Jireh. All right, boy, he ain't finna come for the girl, but we gonna eat. We gonna eat today. We gonna eat today. I hear you, God. I hear you. So, I'm like, okay. He said, okay, if I'm great Jehovah Jireh, what you been saying, big G-O-D, let me be big G-O-D. So at that point in time, I had to sit back, I had to revamp, and I'm like, okay, make this make sense. Make it plain to me. Help me understand. So basically, I'm going to child support court to get assistance for my child, to get support for my child, and get help for my child. But in our reality, I don't even want the help. Not from him, not from man. If you gotta force somebody to step up, force somebody to do right by you, force somebody to do right by their child, point blank, period. Where is the love? Where is the compassion? What's the purpose? Whew. All right, God. At that point in time, I had to revamp, and I'm like, okay, okay, Lord, speak to my heart. I was like, right now, because I'm not feeling this. I was like, and I feel like I'm going about this the wrong way. And in our reality, anybody know me, I'm a person with a good heart. I'm a person who go over best and helps for anybody else. And when it comes to myself, I put myself on the back burner. So let alone to even just put myself in a position to even say, yeah, I need you. No. Oh God. Oh God, I don't need nobody but God. Great Jehovah Jireh. He is all that I need. Cause he told me I'm going back to it. I'm gonna always go back to it. Cause at the end of the day, this is the promise that he gave me, and this is one of the promises that stands firm on my life. It's stamped, it's confirmed, it's sealed. Ain't no breaking it. You hear me? Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for the good of us who love the Lord, because we've been called according to what? His purpose. His purpose. What he need from us, what he gonna get from us, and what's gonna happen, voluntary or involuntary. So at this point, I'm preaching to a lot of people, I'm talking to a lot of people, I'm mentoring, I'm life coaching, I'm trying to pour into a family and just like, okay, God, I'm like, whoa, it's a lot. I'm like, okay, give it together. Trying to, be there for a friend, and like it's just, it's just, I'm like, okay, I'm at a point. I'm like, so what am I missing? So God told me to thrive off the battle that was sent to destroy me. It really came to birth me into my very purpose. And kid you not, I done shared briefly with y'all just a speck of what I've dealt with in the past couple of years. But that whole situation is so sensitive to a point because it's like a battle with self, and it's like a battle with God, because God telling me things and I'm like, okay, Lord, well, here I am. But then I'm telling myself, Shanae, well, you gotta give yourself more credit. You you got a good heart. Yeah, you can do it by yourself, but why should you do it by yourself? Why do you have to do it by yourself when these men are capable, when these people are capable? And is it fair for you to stand on saying, well, I'm straight, I'm good. God, I don't need these people. I don't need these people. I was like, and I can show them, true, I can do that. But God had to check me. He was like, okay, you can show them, but you showing them is one thing. He was like, but what if you step back, be still, do nothing? And let me show them. So I said, okay, I felt that. I felt that. I hear where you come from. God said to me, Shanae, I don't want to just get you out of it, but I really came to get it out of you. And it reminded me because I just kept saying, Lord, you said your son that I may have life more abundantly. I said, but also too, you told me who the Son of Man, the Son of God, set free. He set them free, but they are truly free indeed. And in this battle, in this constant going back and forth, I'm like, God, how am I free and I ain't free? I ain't free of this. I'm like, it's a constant situation where this man wanna be in control, but ain't got no control. Baby, you so out of control. You couldn't get in control even if the control switch was in your hand and it was sold in your hand and it operated off of your nervous system. I'm just saying, let's be real out here in these streets. Alright, control where? Where? You have no control. Just like when I put you out, you told me you want to see what I'm gonna do without you. You want to see where my God is. This, and the third. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. You an unstoppable force of nature. Hi, boy. Hi. Alright. So I was like, God, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make him eat them words. I said, cause one thing I know, two things for sure. My God, he gonna war for me. At the end of the day, he gonna fight my battles. And what you fail to realize, the calling that's on my life, boy, you ain't even seen half of it. You ain't seen half of it. So while you out here playing, while you out here stunning the streets, let's be real about it. My God gonna show up. And he did. And he kept showing up. And it amazed me because every time I wanted to go left, God would steer me back right. He said, Shanae, he said, you told me you couldn't do it without me. He was like, you said you couldn't do it. He was like, but you didn't include me. And I'm like, what you talking about? Because I did. Because I told this man, I said, What I'm gonna do? I ain't got no job. I got all my kids up here. I got a baby. I can't even go to work because I can't even get assistance where you promised that your family would step up, they would support me, they would help. This, and the third. I ain't did nothing. Point blank, period. Let's be real out here in these streets. I was like, okay, God. I was like, I'm in a predicament. I'm in a situation. This rent at this house is $2,300. Who finna pay for that? I'm like, come on now. I was like, what? I was like, God. I was like, how am I going to make it? I was like, how am I going to make it? And God said, okay. He said, "You right. How are you going to make it?" He said, "But what you didn't factor in, you didn't include who? Oh, Big G." I said, "Okay, eat, eat, Shonay, eat." I said, "Okay." Enough said. So sure enough, I had to pray. I said, Lord, I can't do this by myself. I was like, because I said I'm in it. Because when I'm in something, I'm in something. I'm in it wholeheartedly, regardless of how it make me look, regardless of how it make me feel. At the end of the day, anybody can speak on a situation. But when Shanae's heart is in it, her heart is in it, and that's just point blank. Period. So when I'm coming hard, regardless if I'm in it for 2 minutes, regardless if I'm in it for 12 years, regardless if I'm in it for 2 years, you still gonna get the same momentum because at the end of the day, Shanae is real. She is upfront and she don't sugarcoat. So therefore, that means I don't have nothing fake about me. I don't have nothing lame about me, and I definitely am a woman of my word. So when I speak, trust and believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So at that point in time, I had to be real with God. I said, God, I can't get myself at this situation. I was like, so what I'm going to do with this? I was like, you're going to have to get me out. I said, because right now, my heart is fully in this person, even though taking me through so much hell. Yeah, we're going to talk about that later. We're going to get to it because I'm going to dissect it because at the end of the day, I ain't got no shame in my game. Because what God has for me is for me. And at the end of the day, I have to walk my own story. I had to walk in my own footsteps. And I had to walk in the prayers that I asked for. God said, this is what you asked for. I gave it to you. He was like, now, was it what you needed? We're going to get into that too. But I had to walk in those prayers, but I also had to come back to the source who got the resources, who got all the power and say, God, I can't get myself out this situation. I was like, so you're going to have to get me out. Sure enough, he got me out. But the way he got me out, didn't expect it. I didn't expect it, guys. Oh my God. When I say it's crazy, even to this day, but for a while, I couldn't even talk about it because I kept telling God, I don't want this to be part of my story. I'm like, why I have to go through this? I'm like, I'm living right, I'm doing right by this person. I was like, do, woo, woo, woo. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna tolerate no disrespect. I was like, and I probably had to checkmate a couple of times, but I revamped and I repented for my actions, and I still uphold remaining faithful. And God kept telling me that sticking to the course. He was like, I need you to love this person. He was like, in spite of how you feel, in spite of what you see, in spite of what's going on, I need you to love this person. And I'm like, God, I'm like, I don't know how much love in the world. I'm like, but I ain't get it. And I just kept saying that. I'm like, I ain't get it. I'm like, I'm being so real. I ain't get it. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And God was like, okay. But in the midst of that, it was a battle that was bigger than me. When you see somebody, when you see a good in a person, you see what a person truly can be. But what I had to get in reality was this may be this person, this may be who this person can be, but this person is also this. This person is also that. This person also did this. This person keep doing that. This person is this person, but this person ain't the person that I met. But then again, who knew? Who knew? So many terms can define a person to a point where simple as friend, a whole charade. A person can gaslight you to a point where it looks so good, it is so good, but then once they get you in a place where they know they got you, then all the sugar that's on the outside becomes sour. Ain't no more candy coated. It's bitter. It's hard. It's rough. Not only that, a person can go go on for life making themselves believe in so many lies that it's their reality. In their head, it's the truth. It's real. They really feel like they doing good. They really feel like they get it together. But our reality is it's a whole game out here. You real sick, like for real. It's a spiritual war. But then once you get involved with somebody, then you tend to take on that spiritual war. You tend to become part of that person, and you connecting in a way that now you're not just seeing red flags, but now you then became no red flags. You picking up red flags after red flag, but it's so many red flags. It's like, yeah, at least on that kid, is you colorblind or not? And in that, I'm just pondering. I'm like, nah, this can't be so. Nah, this ain't real. This ain't real. This can't be real. And of course, it's a constant battle because you want more for a person, but a person don't want more for themselves. You want more for a person, but a person always want to be in control. You want more for a person, but a person feel like if it's not their way or they not in control, and they will manipulate the situation to a point to flip it back on you. That's the crazy part. That's how you know when somebody is gaslighting you. Everything they do is like, but I've done so much good, so don't worry about the bad. Oh, okay. God, I've done so much good. So why are you focused on the bad? You can do good. You can. You can really do good. You can be a good person. You can live a better life than what you have in the past. But in our reality, if it's still in you, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. It's going to come out. And our reality and people benefit off of your delusional. They benefit off of your pain. They benefit off of the struggles of your life because long as you in the uproar, long as your life in the uproar, long as everything in the boom boom huh, yeah, then guess what? They ain't got to focus on their own problems because they always got to come to the rescue of your problems. They always got to come to the rescue of your situation. And your situation is on Front Street and theirs on the back burner. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I remember myself saying that. I'm like, so when this person needs you, where you at though? When they really need you to step up, you know, need you to pay a bill, need you to help with the kids, need you to just go pick up your grandchild. It's too much of an issue. Y'all, Jehovah Jireh. Oh, y'all weren't ready. Y'all weren't ready, but I told y'all I'm giving you the nitty gritty. And I'm not just pinpointing my situation. I'm just speaking in general because it's so much that ties into it. But it's been going on for so long. But it's the facts, like real talk. But it's an issue when we call you when we need you. But y'all come to the rescue soon as hell break loose. You run to save somebody, to bail them out. You want to defend them and their wrongness. But you can't defend them when they right. Oh, God. Oh, God. Can't defend them when they right. When they trying to get their life together. Kid you not. How you gonna say I've never seen Um, I've never seen my son open a door for somebody or fix somebody's plate. I've never seen my son dismannerable. I've never seen my son conduct himself in a way that's not crazy. That's not talking back. That's but you got an issue and you gonna have the nerve to ask me what I want with your son. First of all, I don't want nothing from your son because when I met your son, I came with everything. Had my own stuff. On my own business, always been and forever gonna be. Point blank period. And it's not nothing that I've earned, nothing that I've done, but it's simply because of Jehovah Jireh. So let's get it straight. But I want your son to respect me. I want your son to honor me. I want your son to love me. That's point blank period. But why do I need to ask for things that's for me? So now I'm in a battle. So that brings me to 2 Chronicles 20:17. Ye shall not need to fight in this battle. Say yourself, stand ye still. I'm gonna be honest. Let me go and put it out there. Let me go and help y'all out real quick because people see me as a good person. People see me as light. People see me as inspirational. But y'all need to also see me as being real because I'm forever there. I'm forever gonna be because I can't be nothing else but real. I was born this way. I'm an Aries for a reason, and I'm always gonna be open minded. I'm always gonna be upfront, and it's just who I am. I ain't got time to sugarcoat. I ain't got time to play no games. I ain't got time for that stuff. And killed you not. I wasn't still. I wasn't trying to be still because at this point, once you cross me, now I gotta look at you sideways. Once you lied to me, oh, it's all hell done broke loose because now it's up. And to be real, I should have just omitted myself because at this point in time, I really can't trust you. I can't see you no differently than that lie. Once you cross them boundaries, it is what it is. Because I hate for somebody to lie to me when you ain't gotta lie to me. Whether we in a relationship, whether we friends, whether we family, whether we cousins, brother, sister, daddy, uncle, I don't care. What's the point of lying? Lying. It's a form of cheating. What's the point of lying? It's a form of stealing. So what is the 10 Commandments? Oh, thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. So basically when you lie to me, it's as if you killing me, basically. And that's how I look at it. And I'm just using it as a figurative of speech, but I'm just being 1,000. So I feel like what you lying to me for? So at that point I can't be still because now I'm like, you done lied. Now here come the lie on top of lies. Now we done sat down and had a whole conversation and put everything out on the table, and then a week later, a month later, years later, all this stuff pouring out, and you think that I'm just supposed to take it. Oh, okay, I guess I'm just not human. Come on, flesh. Oh, because I'm spiritual. I'm just supposed to take some stuff. No, 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 no. God didn't tell us to be dummies. He didn't tell us to just take it. He didn't tell us that. But he did tell us that we still supposed to love. We supposed to treat people as we want to be treated. And he also said, battle's going to come. He was like, but you got to set yourself up. You got to stand still. And he kept telling me that he was like, I want you to love this man. He said, I want you to show him love. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, God. I'm like, I don't know who you think I am, but all right. And I'm going to be real because this is how I talk to him because, he know I'm sugarcoat. He big G-O-D. So when he come for me, I'm going to give it back to him because the word said taste and see how good it is. How am I going to taste him unless I test him? Come on now. Show me who you is. Show me where you at in this because at the end of the day, I don't see it. So this is how I'm praying. This is what I'm giving him. So the word goes on to say, ye should not need to fight in this battle. Set yourself, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Lord with you. So even though I'm in this, God is telling me he with me. He with me. Okay, if God with me, then why I'm in an uproar? Why am I talking bad? Why am I running to so-called mama, sister, brother, whomever to even have a discussion with them? Because at the end of the day, people want to defend who they want to defend. And you can tell when situation come up, if people choose sides, they tell you they not on God's side. Because at the end of the day, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Point blank, period. I don't care who it is. If my child is wrong, I'm going to tell her she wrong. And I'm going to stand behind her on her wrongness. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, my child won't do that. No, that can't be my child. No, I want. No, you can't even speak that on my. No, because I'm not that person. And that's the difference between me and you. We will never be the same because at the end of the day, yes, you can see good in people. Yes, you can hope for the best in people. But at the end of the day, if you don't get to the nitty gritty, guess what? We got a problem. There's a problem out here at hand, y'all. Y'all need to understand how serious the problem is. So the word going to say, "Oh, Judah and Jerusalem, fear not, nor be dismayed." Now I'm at this point, I'm like, I'm fearing for my life to a point where I know the old me. And if I don't get out of a situation, I fear what I'm going to do. Let's be real, out here in these streets, what Shanae going to do? Can y'all believe it? Man, I had to say, oh God. I'm like, your child, come on now. We here. But guess what? We here because that's why I pray for. We here because I got myself in this situation. We here, yes, it's part of my story. Yes, it's part of my life. But all at the same time, am I going to keep talking about all the sacrifices I done made, all the things I done, and I deserve to be treated right, treated better, this, and third, woo, trying to make something work, and it wasn't even meant to last as long as it did. Okay, God. Checkmate. Jehovah Jireh, that's what we call him. But in our reality, am I just going to stay in this situation, or is it time to do something different? And at that point in time, once you done went to the first lady, who help Jesus, okay, Jehovah Jireh, because the truth shall what set you free. Oh, okay, because I don't sugarcoat nothing. Y'all know I'm real enough front. I ain't got no shame in my game, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna speak facts, nothing more, nothing less. So at the end of the day, if I said it, either I witnessed it or it came from your son. Your son. Your son. I ain't talking about Jesus. I'm talking about your son. So therefore, if it came out of my mouth, because I don't speak nothing but the truth. So if it's a lie, then he told it. Let's be real out here. So we're going to clean up this mess. We're going to clean up this mess. But we get into the nitty gritty because God said he don't want it to just get me out of it. He want to get it out of me. So guess what? It's time for the truth to be revealed so the truth can be said. What? Huh? Who? Oh, we eat all 2024 in case y'all didn't know. So fear not. So I had to be done with fearing about how this is gonna make me look, what my family gonna say, how this reflect in my church, like reflect on my kids. Like it was just so much. Like I'm just like, okay, Jesus. I'm like, whoa, Lord. I'm like, Shanae, what you done got yourself into? I'm like, Lord, yeah. I mean, why you hit me in the head with a brick or something? I'm like, at that point in time, but this is just how I'm feeling. But at the same time, when you go places and you do things, especially when you got a call on your life, God know where He's sending you. God know what He allowing to happen in your life. So we gotta be not dismayed. Because if we in an uproar, if we want to take things personal and we want to act like we in the world, then guess what? We fail to see the purpose in his spirit. We allow Satan to do what Satan came to do. Steal your joy. Kill your happiness. Destroy your name, your life, your legacy. These are the things that Satan is trying to paint this picture. And I'm like, yeah, they trying to make this, that. At the end of the day, but God said, the battle is bigger than you. Come on, sir. Come on, daughter. The battle is bigger than you, Shanae. So why are you constantly trying to fight this situation when it's bigger than you? He said, all I asked you to do was understand this man was sent for the calling that I have on your life. I said, okay. He didn't say this man is your husband. He didn't say this man is gonna be great. Candy is you gonna be in heaven. Y'all ain't gonna do no stuff. He didn't say none of that. This was his word. So I'm like, okay. Checkmate. Jehovah Jireh, I hear you. Then he told me, he said, I want you to remain faithful. I said, Lord, I've been faithful, baby. This is the faithful I ever been. Let's be real out here in these streets. All right. All right, girl. Like, for me, I'm sorry, y'all don't pay no attention to me, but I told y'all I'm going to give y'all nitty gritty because that's what God want. He want me to live my own truth, so I'm going to give y'all the real. Ain't no sugarcoat nothing. But let's be real out here in these streets. This is the faithful I have ever been when it comes to a person like that. Like for real. But I didn't do it for him. I did it for me because I need to show myself that what I felt that I could never do, I could never be. I need to show myself that. But God had to put me in a situation where even though a person don't treat me as such, even though a person don't treat me as they say that they would, even though you came in as Prince Charming, you came in full initiative, laying down to get down. I mean, anything I wanted, you bought. Anything I needed, you did. Yeah, you came in with it. But at the end of the day, you couldn't stay consistent. You didn't stay persistent. And you want to have your cake and ice cream and eat it too. No. I'm three women in one. Come on now. What you thought? What you thought? What you need with somebody else? I am more than enough. Period. That part. And I told you from day one when I introduced myself, this person you got is genuinely who I am. I'm a good person. I'm a happy person. I'm always this way every day, all day. When people see me, I come with a light. That's because that's who I am. But don't think that this light don't burn out. Don't think that this light don't grow dim. Don't think that this light just gonna be light all the time with so much darkness. And you trying to smother me and you trying to make me out to be what you want me to be, but that ain't what it is. You can't make no person be what they not. And I had to learn that. So like in reality in all of this, I had to fear not. The Lord is with me. Okay, God. Yeah, because at this point, I don't know what your child gonna do, but I need you to save me. I need you to get me out this situation. I had not to be. I couldn't be dismayed. So I knew he was gonna get me out. How he was gonna get me out, it shocked me. But in the midst of him getting me out, kid you not, I had to stand still. I had to stand still. I've done this a few times in my life in a very high intense situation where the old me, hands down, I don't even do no arguing. I'm gonna be real. I don't what I'm talking for, cause I don't do no talking, and I'm just being 1,000. But like I had to stand still. I had to let the Lord fight this battle for me, even in the midst. Because if I would to look to Him and would have just trusted Him and just walked away and stepped away from the situation, it probably wouldn't have got as out of control as it did. But the fact that I had got it to this point, it was to this point, so I just had to take it. And we're gonna talk about that more. But to go on with the scripture, to tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord will be with you. So basically, in the midst of me standing still, in the midst of me setting myself up to take whatever it takes just to get out this situation, I had to understand God was gonna be with me regardless. He was gonna be with me regardless. When I put him out, he paid my rent. 2 weeks later, was in a car accident, totaled my car. Yeah, got a brand new truck out here. I ain't got no car for a whole year. No insurance. But that's the grace of God. But see, faith ain't fair. And you know what? That's what we was on Friday. Favor is not fair, but at the end of the day, God made a way for me because I stayed obedient to him. Even though the old me wanted to come out, even though the old me probably did come out a couple of times, but at the end of the day, when you get it, you get it. You eventually have to turn from your wicked ways, seek his face, and then he can come and heal you. Then he can come set you free. Then he can see about this land, like for real. Like all this stuff was just coming. And back to just, battling with the courts, like God was just telling me, like, so now you hear, but who you hear on who behalf? And I'm like, Lord, well, I think it's on the fair, I think it's on the right. He said, yeah. It's on the fair, it's on the right in man's sight. He said, but you walk by faith and not by sight. So I'm like, ooh. He sent me to another scripture. I'm like, okay, revamp. Talk to me. He said, Psalm 73:26, my flesh and my heart may fail. My flesh failed. My heart failed. Because now I'm degrading a person. Now I'm judging a person. Now I'm to a place where I'm just hating an individual. But God reminded me that he is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. So even though I meant well, and wanting to help, wanting to show a person new life and give a person a better view, I end up becoming that person because it wasn't my place. The battle was bigger than me. So oftentimes I find myself in situations where I want to help and I want to be there, but it's not my place. And even now I'm learning how to set boundaries. Even now I'm learning how to hear God, even in the midst of this. Because like for real, like this is so many people out here dying, so many people struggling, so many people battling. But then God told me, Shonay, the purpose, the purpose. You can't accommodate dysfunction. You can't deny wrong, what's not right, and what you see clear as day is evil. Because when you do, you fail yourself. Because this is what you allow. This is what you continue to deal with, and this is what you made okay. Even though you saying with your words it ain't okay, but did I pick my bags up? Did I pack my stuff up? Did I walk away when I should? No, I didn't. So even in this place in the courtroom, you got mama and daddy talking about some you need to be able to take care of them kids and you need help, this and third. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, sound good. You got mentors and people, um, that Christian based people, I'm gonna be real. They telling you, well, he get what he deserve, and then you got me. I'm in the middle. Sound good. Yeah. Child support is in place for a reason. The courts is in place for a reason. Um, Even thoughts when you wanted to repay a person, but that's not my place. And that's where you have to checkmate yourself and say, okay, God, this is how I feel. This is where I stand. This is what it is. And right now, this battle too big for me. It ain't even mine no more. I got to give it to you. And I did that. And when I did, that's when the peace came over me because you have too many people in your ear saying this, and third, woo, woo, woo. But at the end of the day, is you gonna tell me what God say, or you gonna tell me what you feel and what you think of your own word. Now, I'm not gonna give y'all what I think and what I feel. I'm gonna give you exactly what God told me, and this is what He told me. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Long as I seek first His kingdom, all else will be added unto me. And if every way that I acknowledge Him, He gonna direct my path. Shonay ain't gotta do nothing but be still. That's it. Y'all had to learn it through practice, through tests, through trials. I had to practice. I had to learn it. But in my business right now, wanting people to live in their own truth, wanting people to get to the nitty gritty, we gotta get what's on the inside. And it's crazy because my bishop preached about that Sunday. I wasn't at church, but I'm always tuned in, baby. And trust me, home, car, it don't matter. It's as if I'm at church. If I got to stop, I got to praise the Lord. If I need to kneel, if I need to be on my knees, guess what? I'm going to make it happen because at the end of the day, I'm going to give great Jehovah what's due to Him because He the one saved me. He the one rescued me from myself because then I'm taking on a battle that ain't even for me. Just like now, I'm taking on a battle that ain't even for me. God is my provider, so what word in the word? In that sense that they say that shall they need anything. The word said, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. My kids want for nothing. Shonay wants for nothing. Matter of fact, me not working all this time, And I'm just saying, let's be real. It ain't because somebody done took care of me. No, no, not at all. Yes, you done had people to help here and there, but if you look at the receipts, they is not going to add up. They cannot add up because at the end of the day, God had to be God, and I had to let Him be God. And the only way He can be God is if I say, Lord, the battle is not mine, but it belongs to you. Lord, my life is not my own, but I belong to you. Lord, this out of my hands. It's on you now. Guess what? It's on Him. And that's just where I stand. So I ain't gonna prolong. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Yes, the nitty gritty it take a lot, but it's still so much to pour out too. But I want y'all to look forward to tonight because Monday video gonna come tonight. I'm finna go ahead and post Friday video. But I just want y'all to know, it's posted, but it's late on purpose. It's late on a purpose for y'all to understand that when the battle is bigger than when it's too big for a reason. We gotta surrender it. We gotta give it to somebody that can handle it. Because at the end of the day, He the one gonna take care of us. He the one gonna do what He do. And guess what? Shanae being still, she ain't stressful. Why? Okay, Jehovah Jireh. And guess what? All 2024, she gonna eat. So Dr. King had a dream for a reason. Obama did all the work for a reason. But at the end of the day, did you catch him in an uproar? No, you did not. So that's what we gonna do. We gonna stand still and let God fight our battle. Be still. Know that He is God. Because at the end of the day, He take the honor in protecting you. He take the honor in delivering you. He take the honor in putting His name on the situation, then putting His name on you, then stamping and approve and say, we here for it. We here for it. So far, I hadn't got any questions on the videos. I do got other questions pertaining to my business, but we'll answer those later. I don't want to prolong the time, but I want y'all to stay tuned to tonight because guess what? We in here.